So do you just want to start by telling everyone, what your name is and
Oh,
the project that you're working on right now?
sure. My name's Dirk Anderson, Senior. This project is called Chute. It's actually, the design was inspired by a small piece of jewelry that I designed and built. Being a finalist for the project, I was looking for a good idea for something new and novel, like the work I've done for public media or space. So that piece became the sculpture, the basis of it.
So how big is the water chute?
29 feet tall when it's on its pedestal. You're standing by it, 29 feet to the top.
And you said it came from the inspiration of a small piece of jewelry that you made?
Of a small piece of jewelry. It was a little copper and silver piece.
And what was the inspiration for the form of it?
It started out as a possible collaboration to do jewelry with a friend, and she got busy with what she was doing, and meanwhile I was designing. That's one of the pieces that came out of the design. It was a little bit steampunk, a little bit Art Deco. I like working with scrolls and swirls, so it didn't seem to working this way in the past. This became the place I could use this idea, this technique.
You took us through a little bit of the process that you took to get from a small piece of jewelry to a 29-foot sculpture.
Sure. The maquette for this that was built, and it was the stage after the jewelry, was built out of a piece of 1-inch thick steel and 1/4 inch aluminum rod. So this is about 16 times the scale of that piece. Building from that, essentially it grew into this. Resolving engineering problems of size, scale, strength. We came up with 6061 T6 aluminum for the pipe at the recommendation of the people who did the pipe rolling. That was done in Albany, Oregon. The closest place I could find economically to get pipe that size rolled. And we'd hoped to go more computerized and roll these in single units. That didn't work out. The capabilities weren't as available as I thought, so we had mapped out sections of pipe and then twisted them slightly so they're bent on a flat rather than a spiral. And we twisted them slightly and put them together to give it a wave back and forth effect.
And so how long has the project been ongoing at this point?
Oh boy, over a year. It's been in progress, but I actually went and picked the rolled pipe up in Oregon August 4th of last year. So it's had stop and go. But
and what are some of the challenges you faced along the way?
Actually, how naive I was about the permitting and the administrative requirements for the job. It's I work in business and so forth, but there were some I think some rare circumstances where it's a Boise public art piece in Ada County right away. Not on Boise property. I think it's actually Ada County property. I'm not sure how that all works, but everybody's been very accommodating in helping us get through that. Engineering was a little bit of a challenge, but now the structural engineering is taken care of, and it passed muster there. So I'm happy with that.
Great. Yeah, we're very much looking forward to it being finally installed.
Yeah, me too. It was fun. The end pieces are cast by lost foam process, which is something we do. It's kind of a novel process, and it worked very well. We'd hoped it would, and it worked better than we could have hoped. So the big swirl pieces that obviously aren't a diameter tube are cast aluminum pieces.
Have there been any surprises along the way?
Yes. We had that piece fit perfectly, and it no longer fits perfectly. So I've been experimenting this morning and found out it's pretty easy to reshape it. But we have these pieces designed so they can slide easily in and out. So when a cherry picker crane is holding them up to load them into the body, nobody has to waste any time. It's supposed to be together. So we'll fix that. We've already worked out today that we can jack those apart and put them in the locations we need. So we're not in as bad a shape as we might have thought 12 hours ago.
Yeah. And would you say this is typical of the work that you do? Or is this kind of
I studied fine arts in school, and I really thought I would do work like this right out of college. I started foundry business and was busy with that. And when I started doing art, it was a lot more realism, which I'm comfortable with and do a lot of. But most of my commissioned work, you know, when people hire me to do art, it's usually something realistic like birds or a face or something of that type. So yeah, I would say it's a stretch. It's more of a lifetime goal to be doing abstract public art.
Okay, great.
So.
And could you talk a little bit about what it takes to run a foundry like you do here?
Well, it's interesting. It's all changed very much. I tried being in the commercial foundry business for a long time and am a little bit now. When I say it's changed, just foreign competition, a lot of the foundry businesses were either got very large or went away. But during the recession, a lot of artists that I know retired or had to go get a job, and we just made it through. And so now we see opportunity. It's like anything. It's a business. You've got to take care of business, and it's got to make money and on down the line. Just as much fun as it is to be an artist, you still have to apply business to make it happen.
Mm-hmm. And what's those other projects you have going on to meet that demand?
Oh, let's see, a number of things. Beer tap handles in progress over there. Some big bronze machine parts that we're working on a pattern for now. That'll just be an 80-pound slug of bronze with a square hole in it. Not art at all, but we have to build a precision wood pattern and do sand castings of those. I've got a fire ring going over here that's actually for a doctor friend in Portland. And it just, whatever comes along. We do a lot of chandelier frames. We do a lot of one-off, two-off castings, a lot of bronze plaques. So whatever comes along, we pretty much, if we can do it, we'll take it.
Great. Do you have anything else to?
Nope. Thank you.
Oh, sure.
Thanks for taking your time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We'll look forward to it.
Glad to be doing it.
Yeah.